Hello everyone. This is a lap book that I made, and this fabric on the front is very old, back from the 1970s. It's very vintage. I put a ruffle down the side and a ruffle closure with a little honeybee, since the book has a lot of honeybee going on. And then there's the two books that go together to make this journal. Now, this is a little more difficult to show you on this camera, so I'm going to back off as much as I can, if it will let me. Oh my, it's not letting me. Okay, so this is as far back as I can get it to back. No, I'm doing it the wrong way. I don't know why it won't back off more than that. Sorry. But this is far back as I can go. So I'll just be sliding it and showing you what it's all about. So we'll open the first part, which you should be able to see in the video. Little journals in there. See, it closes like this. Okay, I have a band on this second one just so it doesn't bug you and want to open. So let's open the left side first. And I'm going to move some things off my desk and see if it helps. Okay. This is a bee-themed book. So it also has a separate little journal inside. Quite a few pages in here. I did not count them, but I know it's a lot. And there's no decorations inside. It's strictly a journal. Has some Tim Holtz wildflowers. It says journal right here. Butterflies and a bee. I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to look through this first two sections. Now, it's been a while since I've actually opened them. I've had this ready, but you know, it's been the whole thing here. Okay, so you untie this here, and it's wrapped, the twine is wrapped around. Okay, my book's not cooperating here. Let's see. Okay. I tied it around here. Now I got to get it untied. There we go. I just hadn't opened it in a while. So this kind of flips out, but it also comes up so you can, you know, wrap it around there. And on here on the flap, it says honey, and it has a little bee right here. And there's black square brads on each of those. Here is a really cute pocket with birds. This has birds and butterflies, but mostly bees. Okay. I stitched a lot on this. You can see I stitched around the pocket and around the green. There's some honeybees that go into this little pocket. Now, they have to go in sideways because of the flap. But inside, this flips up and out. Let me make sure you can see the out portion. Probably not, because it's very hard to show. But I'll turn it sideways so you can see. Okay, this is a fabric here with a little bee. And this has a little journaling card inside. Everything has something inside. Okay, I'm going to turn that back around so you can see a little better. Okay, now, this is a cellophane type little bag that says Buzz and a decoupage, a little bird on there. And here is a little tag with a bee. Goes right back inside this little pocket. Right there. And over here we have a pocket. And I just put a little a Knit One tag in it. Goes in right behind it with a funny little bee there. And I think this does not have a pocket at the top. Okay, so then it flips down, flips around, and let me see. Show you how you tie it on and on here. And then I just did like this and then tied a bow, which is really cute on there. Oh, I didn't open it from up there. Oh, let's start over. See, I'm learning this all by myself here. All without any help from anyone. It's been a while. This goes that way. Okay, so now behind this envelope here that I just showed you is a tag. And again, I stitched on almost everything somehow, some way. Here's a postcard with a stamp. Excuse me. Trying to get over being sick the last few weeks. That's why you haven't heard from me in a while. Okay. This envelope up here is a gold envelope that comes all the way down to here. And it says sweet on top. It says kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. And that's Proverbs 16:24. Inside this pocket, if I can get it out with my fingers, is a large journaling card that has been stitched around as well. That pretty paper. I'm sorry. I hope this isn't going to last through the whole process here. I'm going to put this back in. It fits all the way down in there. You have to work it down, but it comes right down. And now I think that's everything on this first section. So I'm just going to put this in here, put this under here, and cross it over. Whoops. Good grief, Paula. Okay. There. It's very simple. You know, I just am making it more difficult than it is. And then here, and then here. And then you just tie it back. And I'm going to have to make sure you guys are seeing this. No, you're not. I'm sorry. So there. So I just put it around this last one and made one little tie. And then I'm going to make a little bow right here. And just so you know, all of this, there's photos of all of this on in my Etsy shop to show you how. Okay, so we're coming over here to this center section. And you will figure out after you've done it a couple times how this all works. There's several things in each section of the book. This little key is a closure, and it says sweet on one side and honey on the other side. And this wraps around, it comes over here, and then this opens out. It's got some beautiful papers, bumblebees on the paper, a lot of stitching. Here's the inside. It's a side pocket here that has a tag. Oh, look at this picture. And see, if you notice, I put this over the salt and pepper shakers so that you can kind of see they go together. And here are the two tags. I thought they were really cute and perfect for this little lap book. And now over here, we have the salt and pepper. Or pure honey and pure honey. I'm sorry, that is not salt and pepper. Sweet honey tag with the button. And that goes back into the side tuck with the bumblebee. And you just tuck these in there Super, super cute. Now, I'm going to tie this back. Goes around the top and then comes around, and then I cross it over like that to keep it closed. It's a great way to close things if you've never done that before. Now, underneath, this lifts up. Now, this is going to be hard to see both parts, and I'll move it for you to see the top part after we do the bottom part. Okay, so here is a flip out. This flips out, and it says, Save the Bees, and it says Emit One right here. Some of the most beautiful paper in this book, too. Just, it's amazing. On the inside, we have another pocket that says Honey. Has a couple little ephemera pieces with little tags that is about bees. Okay, over here where we have this queen bee inside this envelope, it tells you up here what honey is. It describes that. And you flip that out, and then you have sweet honey on the pocket. And life is the flower for which love is the honey. Isn't that fun? Here's another little button. Cute, cute, cute. I love the way this book turned out. Okay, now just leave those open for now. And then in the middle, we have this band of jars of honey. And here it says beekeeping. Mysteries of beekeeping. Behind here, I cut some of the flowers out, so you can pull them out. This one stays down here. And then you have these two flowers that you can put in here or wherever you want them to be. I liked them here with the other flower. And I thought that really turned out cute. And then you close that one, and then you close this one. And we're going to bring the top down so you can see it. And yeah, here we go. Okay, this is a side tuck right here. Has the band of daisies here. Beautiful paper. A decoupage tag that says bee. And a larger tag that says beekeeping. It goes right in here. This was my very first lap book, and I was pleased with how it turned out. This comes back down. We'll push it back up. Now we're going to close this side and pull this other side over so you can see what goes on in here. I'm sorry this is so difficult to video, but it is. What can I say? Okay, here on the third section, we have a pocket, a striped pocket with a piece of paper that I turned into a pocket. On the back, you can journal. And then here you have a decoupaged tag again with the bumblebee that tucks right into this pocket, which has stitching on it. And it says right here on the side, it says the bee's knees. I thought that was cute. This does go in here easier than it's appearing right now. I just don't have it in the right position. You know, sometimes these things just get stuck to each other and it's hard. But I know that it goes in here because I've taken it in and out several times. There. Okay, and this goes back into this pocket. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over. Make sure you can see everything right there. We're not looking at this part yet, that's section 4, but here's an envelope that is hooked onto the other side that we just looked at. And it just is a bee envelope. And inside it has a couple journaling cards. Cute, cute, cute. I hate to brag on my own projects, but I think this one turned out very cute. And so many people love bees, and that's why I chose it. Plus, I wanted to use this beautiful paper, and I thought it went well with my vintage cover. And this vintage yellow lace, this is vintage lace. It came out of a big bag of vintage lace that I purchased from a lady. Here's, both these cards are the same. Bee culture. There's a pocket on each side. It says the beekeeper, BU. And this part right here is decoupaged. Okay. This is just honeycomb. Okay, on this side, when we flip this open, we have this cute little bird sitting on a honeycomb, and then here we have lines in here for you can do some hidden journaling. And when you raise the top to this flap, which, just so you know, this whole thing right here is one big one. You can see where I stitched it in the middle. But also it's a side pocket, and it has a tag here that goes right inside. And down inside here, with a button on top, we have another tag that tells you you can journal on the back. So cute. It will make it. It always does. There we go. On this side, we have You Are My Sweet Honey Bee. Now this flips out, but let's look at this first. So it's a pocket with a tab on it right here. So you pull out, Give Me More Sugar. I think that's cute. This is just a folding journal I made. Just a cute little extra thing that has some scrap sheets in it to journal on. As you can see, I thought that was cute. I always like a little book like that because you can get more accomplished. Open this up, and there is another tag for journaling in the top of that side of the gold envelope. Now, whoops, slid it down there. You can't even see it in there, but I'll get it. I'll get it back where it goes. Okay, now we're going to flip this open. And on the inside of this flap, make sure you can see, is a journaling card that says Beekeeper. And I've stapled that on to give a different texture. Goes right here. This white with gold is a sack. And I put this cute little daisy image because I thought it went well with this gold sparkle here. And on the side is another journaling card. There's a lot of journaling space in this book. Okay. Okay, now down inside here, you've already seen this portion, but you haven't seen this portion because this was covering it up. But I did show you the tag up here. Okay, and so this little pocket says honey, and I even stitched on that little, I tried to stitch on a lot of stuff because I thought the stitching really made it that much better as far as the journal went. Flip that back in, flip this back over, flip this back over, and that's how it started right there. Now, I'm going to pull this over, this side over, because it's a bigger section. Just want to make sure, I'm looking every now and then to be sure you can see. Okay, let me look again. Good. Okay. So, we have this bird pocket that I made out of some Tim Holtz paper with two of Tim Holtz little clips right there, paper clips. And this bird image with some cloth under it. And here is a stamping of bird images and text with a little bumblebee at the top. I like to add charms when I can. Right behind it, it's a tuck spot with a cute bird postcard. So that's really adorable. So that goes there. Then we got a tab here that lifts up. This is from the other side, so I'm going to wait and take it off on the other side. Now, I'm going to show you this top part first. This is that envelope. Made this envelope out of tea-stained envelope. Out of a tea-stained envelope. I stamped a couple bees on this vintage music sheet, and I did a collage here with a butterfly. Little stone in the middle. You flip it over, and it has another journaling card. I can get hold of it here. Mysteries of beekeeping. Beekeeping. Not keeping. Okay, now this does come back over here and hook on the back of that, or on here, when we're done looking here. Okay, we have another pocket right here that has a tab at the top. We're going to pull out this BU tag, which I made. And we have another little tab here on the side. So I'm going to put this back on. Hope that's not confusing to anyone. There we go. And then I'll put the clip back on so it doesn't fall out, which I've tied with, you know, this burlap tie. Okay, so I'm going to push this back up so you can see. It's crazy, crazy flip through I'm doing here. I'm going to close this right here so you can see this last section. Okay, in this last section, we have a side pocket made out of just some wallpaper that I purchased from one of the shops. I just made a pocket that crisscrosses here out of the paper. And here, oops, I'm going to have to fix that. Only small things with great love. So this is a bird nest. Right in here is a book that I made out of some Tim Holtz paper with some vintage lace. The Beekeeper has October 10th, 1958. It has a little bit of everything. It has a mushroom. It has a bee. Anyway, you open it up, and it has a little definition there. I stitched a cute little stitch across the top of this pocket and stamped some bees. Over here, it says notes. And it's just a scrap paper. You know, I like to make these. There's no sense in throwing anything away, and it gives you additional space for your journaling. A little bee there. There. Behind it here, we have two tags. Okay. Goes behind the paper pocket that I made. I'm going to put this little book back in here. I always want to watch your corners when you put things back so they don't get bent like this one did a minute ago. I'm going to put it right here on top. I think what probably bent this one was folding it. It slipped over, I'm sure. Okay, so then this one comes back down from the top, and you flip it open, and let me fix this here. you know, you have to watch your corners. You know how it is when you make a book like this. Everything likes each other. Behind here is this is a yellow sack, and behind the sack is a journaling hard card with all the cuteness. It says bloom up here. Back here it says the flower doesn't dream of the bee, it blossoms and the bee comes. I like that. I like that. So we're going to put it back down inside this. Here is a definition of a bee with this beautiful floral and this tab right here. I tried to add tabs in some places so you could see, you know, what that was all about. Now, I'm going to turn this sideways on this last end because I want you to see down inside. It's like a little file down in here. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, it's like a little file. Has little tabs. Here's the front of it. But it just has little tabs right here. Here's an envelope with a journaling card that goes in the first folder. And in the second folder, these are in here pretty tight, but they're really cute. Here's another envelope with a cluster, butterfly cluster. And you can journal. I'm going to glue that down. So I'm going to leave that right there so I can get that glued down. Okay. And, you know, as you go through these, you know, I have discovered things and I fix whatever needs to be fixed. But there hasn't been but this and one other thing that kind of acted up. So then this closes. Whoops, got to lift this side. They both close in like that, and then they close like that. And that is the lap book, the bee lap book. And this is a nice journal. I didn't show you the insides earlier, but I'm going to flip through here real quick. Okay. I bound this with a part of a gold envelope, and it did make it a little stiff. Just work it with it there. It'll open. Edith Holden. Just some of the pages I had left over from the digital. I do not know whose digital this is. We moved and everything got mixed up, and I apologize for that. Folds out. Honey gingerbread. Guess you can have a recipe there. And it basically repeats itself with just different great papers and digitals and fold outs. You know, so cute. So cute. And it is a true journal. It doesn't have a lot of pockets. And, you know, you can come in here. If you want to decorate it more, you could. You can do your own thing. There's the center page. There's some birds also in here. Tea stain papers. Every now and then I put a little item on here like this, like the wildflowers. But there's no pockets, nothing like that. It's all just journaling pages. And yeah. This says the bee. It tells a little bit about the bee there. I'm not going to go over that. But anyway, so that is the journal, which is like, it's a little bigger than a traveler's notebook. I can tell you how big it is. Give me just a second to tie this burlap string back on. And we'll just put it in a bowl, or bow, a cute little bow. There we go. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And tell you that that is my lap book. It's my first one. I feel like for my first one, I did a pretty good job. And so look at my Etsy shop. And I have a lot of new items in there. And some price changes on some things. So some discounts on some things. And it is a mixture of different types of things. It even has Christmas in there because I just made the 3 Christmas journals and this Christmas book, a couple other Christmas books, so, and then a Valentine book. So I've been trying to create while my store's been closed for kind of an audit or something. I don't know. Anyway, the point is it's open now. So if you have an interest in anything in my store, please go there and check it out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time with another video. Bye now.